Okay, we're social distancing and we're good. Hello everyone and welcome to LE&RN's virtual global walk to fight lymphatic diseases. I'm Bill Rapisi, President and CEO of the Lymphatic Education and Research Network, and I want to thank all of you for coming out today to raise funds so we can continue our global mission to fight lymphatic diseases through education, research, and advocacy. I know that it's been next to an impossible year for everyone out there, but thanks to all of your effort, we have made incredible progress over the course of this year. First of all, we did get Congress to go ahead and put into their appropriations bill a call for a national commission to fight lymphatic diseases. So the hope is that NIH will begin to put much more money into lymphatic research in the hopes to find cures along the way. It also was a year that LE&RN established centers of excellence in the diagnosis and treatment of lymphatic diseases. And right now we have 25 centers globally and another 20 that are being evaluated. This is an amazing change in the landscape for those looking for treatment of lymphatic diseases. At this point, I want to welcome our MC for today, Steve Guttenberg. Now, you all know Steve Guttenberg as an incredible actor who's done so many of your favorite films, going all the way back to Diner, 3 Men and a Baby, Police Academy, Cocoon, etc. But he also has a very special connection to lymphatic diseases, and I'll let Steve talk about that himself. Please welcome my friend and our honorary board member, Steve Guttenberg. Steve, take over from LA.
Hi, I'm Steve Guttenberg, and I'm thrilled to be on the board of LE&RN. About 15 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with lymphedema, and it scared her and scared my family, and we didn't know what to do. We were lucky that we found a doctor in Long Island, Dr. Boris, who began wrapping my mom, and we started to educate ourselves on lymphedema and what it is. But then we found LE&RN and Bill Rapisi, and we were able to have a greater depth of knowledge about what's going on, the treatment, where the work is being done, and that not only are there 10 million people here in the United States, but there are 250 million people all over the world who have this disease. So my mom and my family, we started to learn and be part of LE&RN, and we were able to get a machine that helps my mom move everything around, and we're not scared anymore. We're enthusiastic that there'll be a day when one day we wake up in the morning and we see in the newspaper or on the television there's a cure for lymphedema. So all the people that you'll hear about today, tonight, whenever you're watching this, they're all part of that cure. And I look forward to that morning when we wake up and we see that there's a cure for lymphedema.
My name is Naomi and I'm 9 years old. I was born with a lymphatic malformation. My OT Sarah learned new lymph drainage techniques from one of LE&RN's symposiums. And recently, my surgeon, Dr. Nada, presented about my surgery at one of their symposiums. I love how LE&RN brings all of these experts together to learn from each other. I support LE&RN because they're helping over 27 million people with lymphatic diseases.
Hi, I'm Jane Petty.
And I'm Rick Petty.
It's amazing to see people from around the world come together to help in the fight against lymphatic diseases. As someone who is personally battling lymphedema, I want to say thank you to all of you for making today's event such a success. Stay well, and we look forward to seeing you in person next year.
Thank you so much. And now on to the awards. What do we mean when we refer to nobility in medical and scientific achievement in the field of lymphatic diseases? Here, we acknowledge a person who has led the field in both research and patient care, a person who has shown tremendous compassion for those with lymphatic diseases, and a person who has used their expertise to motivate those in government to make lymphatic disease research a priority. Today, we honor Dr. Stanley Rockson with LE&RN's Nobility in Medical and Scientific Achievement Award. You know Dr. Rockson as the co-founder of LE&RN and as the Alan and Tina Neal Chair of Lymphatic Medicine at Stanford University. You may know that he sees hundreds of patients a year, or that he has conducted revolutionary research in the treatment of lymphedema. However, beyond this, he is a constant force at the National Institutes of Health and in LE&RN's lobbying in Washington to get lymphatic diseases recognized. As a groundbreaking leader in this field, today we recognize Dr. Stanley Rockson with LE&RN's Nobility in Medical and Scientific Achievement Award. Thank you, Dr. Rockson.
Thank you, Dr. Rockson, for all the help you've given me and other kids. You are so nice.
Dr. Rockson, you truly are a rock star for all of us who've been impacted by lymphedema. And it is an honor and a privilege this year that we've all been able to raise money for you because of your compassion, your commitment, and your passion for making all of us feel better in our lives and for furthering the condition of lymphedema. Thank you, and we all look forward to watching you receive your exceptional honor today.
Good morning. I am deeply honored and awed, actually, to receive this award from the Lymphatic Education and Research Network. This is an honor that is incomparable to me. In fact, I consider it my great reward over the last 30 years to have worked so closely with the lymphatic community of patients and investigators and clinicians, and to witness the tremendous growth and the potential for future enhancement for individuals who have lymphatic diseases. It's a field that is, of course, very deeply connected to me and to everything that I do in research, in teaching, and in clinical practice. I'm honored to have had this close relationship with LE&RN as a co-founder and now as the chair of the Scientific and Medical Advisory Committee. And I'm very grateful for the close working relationship that I've been able to have with Bill Rapisi, the CEO, with the members of the Scientific and Medical Advisory Committee, and with the lymphatic community at large. We've accomplished a great deal, and there is much more to come, but it's exciting to see that we have such robust relationships with government and in the realm of regulatory and federal responses to lymphatic diseases. The growth of lymphatic research has been exponential over the last decade, and the future looks very bright. I am planning additional clinical trials in my program, as well as watching robust growth at the bench, both in my laboratory and in many others. We have thriving international conferences that have become increasingly vibrant in their interactions among the scientists who are working in this field. And there have been true advances. There are now medical treatments, pharmacology for vascular anomalies and the complex lymphatic malformations that have been so troublesome over centuries and now have a tremendous degree of hope. Lymphedema itself is coming under increasing scrutiny, and we're making the transition robustly into the 21st century with molecular approaches and other advances. Imaging has moved forward in a substantial way, and we are increasingly acknowledging the relationship of the lymphatic circulation to other diseases and the function of organ systems throughout the body. Lymphedema is one of our areas of focus within lymphatic disease, and here too we are making a transition into the molecular era, and I hope that in the years to come we will see a true embracing of this condition and the ability to treat it in a very, very effective way. I'm enthralled to see the growth of the Center of Excellence program that LE&RN has initiated. We now have centers around the world that clearly can say to patients, we are prepared to take care of you. So in all respects, I think the future is robust and bright. And once again, I am so grateful to be a part of this, and so grateful, so very, very grateful to be acknowledged. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rockson, for those words. It is estimated there are up to 10 million Americans and 250 million worldwide living with lymphedema. And there are an estimated 17 million women in the United States who have lipedema, and countless children worldwide who are born with lymphatic malformations. If every one of us demanded a cure, no government could deny our request. However, our movement is young. Most people living with lymphatic disease have been muted by doctors who don't understand their disease. LE&RN's Courage Awards recognize those who found their voice and are outspoken leaders in fighting for this community. They have fearlessly advocated and have demanded that lymphatic diseases be recognized, treated, and cured. Thanks to these leaders, every day we move closer to lymphatic diseases becoming a global priority. We are honored to recognize these individuals who live with lymphatic diseases with LE&RN's Courage Awards. When LE&RN established chapters, it was a work in progress. As a new venture, it wasn't enough to find chapter chairs. Those chairs would need to inspire others to join their effort. These early chairs would also begin to write the book on what was possible for local advocates who joined in fighting this disease. Lisa Palin in Massachusetts and Angela Marquez in Colorado rose to be global role models, demonstrating the possibilities. They dedicated themselves to creating a community, hosting regular meetings, raising funds through events, drawing corporate sponsors to our cause, and making advocates of government who pass resolutions honoring World Lymphedema Day. For their inspirational dedication and for showing others what is possible, we honor Lisa Palin, LE&RN Massachusetts Chapter Co-Chair, and Angela Marquez, Colorado Chapter Co-Chair with LE&RN's Courage Awards.
I am truly honored to be receiving this award today. I found LE&RN in 2017, and prior to that, I wasn't fighting this disease with courage. In fact, I wasn't fighting at all. Just like most other patients, I felt alone, isolated, and embarrassed. And being part of LE&RN has changed my life. I'm not alone anymore, and I'm not hiding. LE&RN helped me find my voice, and I'm going to keep using it until change happens. Greater awareness, better treatments, and better therapies for lymphatic disease. This has been a really long journey, and I'd like to thank my family, especially my parents, my husband, and my children. You have lived through this journey with me. I'd also like to thank Kathy Hawley. Thank you for being courageous and stepping up to start the LE&RN Massachusetts chapter. I wouldn't be at this place in my life if you hadn't. Dhruv, Abby, Joy, Vern, and Danielle, you have all played a special role in my life. And Bill and Colleen, I have learned so much from you. Thank you all so much.
Hi everyone, LE&RN. I am so incredibly honored to be receiving the Courage Award. Thank you. I want to share this award with the lymphedema community because you all inspire me daily, and I'm so proud to be a part of this community. In 2016, when I was diagnosed with lymphedema, I quickly realized there needed to be much more awareness. I knew I wanted to use my voice and be an advocate. And this is when I discovered LE&RN and all the important things that they do for us, their commitment, their dedication, and their fight to find a cure for lymphedema and all lymphatic diseases. So LE&RN, thank you for graciously allowing me to be a part of such an amazing organization. And there's so many people that have helped and supported me along the way. Marie and Dave, my Colorado co-chairs, the lymphedema community, Vicky, my lymphedema therapist, Dr. Diane, my surgeon, family and friends for your unconditional love and support. Aaron, my husband, you've been with me the entire journey. So please continue to share and tell your story because every day is Lymphedema Awareness Day. Thank you.
We at JOPST congratulate LE&RN on yet another successful walk.
Chuzo is honored to support LE&RN's work.
LymphoPress wants to congratulate LE&RN on another incredible walk. Thank you for all you do.
ARIA Health congratulates LE&RN on a successful walk.
And we look forward to continuing our partnership with LE&RN and seeing the great work they do.
On behalf of everyone at Impediment, we're incredibly proud to be longtime supporters and members of the LE&RN community. You all are extraordinary, and we know that together, one day soon, we'll put an end to lymphedema. Congratulations on another successful walk.
Thank you. There are an estimated 950,000 doctors in the United States alone. Yet, a narrow fraction of these is educated in lymphatic diseases, and a rare few dedicate their lives to treating those with these diseases. Enter Jay Granzow. First, Dr. Granzow is an internationally known board-certified plastic surgeon and an associate professor of surgery at UCLA. However, it is patient-centered approach and his care that has his patients so completely dedicated to him. His efforts do not stop there. Dr. Granzow is constantly giving back to this community. Whether at a fundraising campaign or walk to fight lymphatic diseases, Dr. Granzow and his family are there, feet on the ground, donating and standing shoulder to shoulder with his community. It is a privilege to acknowledge his compassion and dedication by awarding Dr. Granzow LE&RN's Advocate Award.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jay Granzow. I'm happy to accept this year's Advocate Award from LE&RN on behalf of our team here at Lymphedema and Lymphedema Center and on behalf of our wonderful patients. The last 10 years have been a wonderful journey, both with LE&RN and the whole lymphedema community. Organizations like LE&RN are so key and so vital to enhancing the advocacy and overall education, not only for patients, but for physicians and the country as a whole. Certainly, we are absolutely indebted to the hard work of Bill Rapici, Kathy Bates, and everyone else who is really working so hard at LE&RN and together with LE&RN to make lymphedema treatment more accessible, better, and overall advance the cause of lymphedema treatment in the United States and abroad. Thank you very much. I'd also like to thank again my family and again all our wonderful patients and our team here for making this possible.
Thank you, Dr. Granzow. We continue to recognize the courage of those living with lymphatic diseases with 2 additional awards. Cam Ayala first came to our attention when he appeared on the television reality shows The Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise. Hearing that Cam has primary lymphedema, Bill Rapici and Kathy Bates reached out to him to talk about joining our movement. They had no idea that Cam would soon become a LE&RN celebrity ambassador and a passionate speaker for the organization. He would also decide to dedicate himself to patient care by joining Lympha Press. The success of LE&RN's mission depends on those with lymphatic diseases becoming leaders. Cam is one of those leaders whom we honor today with a Courage Award.
Hi, my name is Cam Ayala, and I'm a primary lymphedema patient, diagnosed at age 11. In May of 2019, I was appointed to be a celebrity ambassador with LE&RN. LE&RN has a very special place in my heart because of individuals like Bill Rapici and Kathy Bates for giving me the courage to come forward about my condition, to be a voice and an advocate for patients who cannot fight for themselves. So this award I dedicate not only to all of the people at LE&RN, but to my family, past lymphedema patients, current lymphedema warriors, and future lymphedema patients, with the hopes and prayers that one day we see widespread cures of all lymphatic diseases. So as I always say, just keep lymphing.
Thank you, Cam. Far from the shores of the United States, in the city of Londonderry in Northern Ireland, young Ben and Mary Kate Tierney live with lymphedema like so many millions of others. However, unlike so many, they have not been silent. Several years ago, Ben and Mary Kate would first come to represent Northern Ireland in LE&RN's World Lymphedema Day campaign. Each year, they have joined LE&RN in a myriad of events to raise awareness and funds to defeat lymphatic diseases. Ben and Mary Kate speak for all the children around the world who live with a variety of lymphatic diseases and who need their voices to be heard. For raising their voices to speak for all these children globally, we honor Ben and Mary Kate Tierney, oh, I'm getting chills, with LE&RN's Courage Award.
Thanks to everyone at LE&RN for these Courage Awards. Living with lymphedema can be really challenging because of how our legs look different, because of the pain and tiredness, and because of all the things we have to do every day to look after our lymphedema, like MLD, skincare, compression garments, and getting clothes and shoes to fit. But when we do all these things, we can manage our lymphedema well. The work the team at LE&RN do is so important because we need more research into lymphedema so that it can be better understood and everyone can get access to better services. Keep up the good work, guys. We are so grateful to everyone who supports us on this journey with lymphedema. Big thank you to the LE&RN team and all of our lymphy community. Thank you to Jill and Kira, our lymphedema physiotherapists, and everyone in our health service who helps us. Thank you to all of our teachers. Thank you to all of our friends and family.
Thank you to Mommy and Daddy for teaching us how to manage so well. We love you all.
Thank you, Ben and Mary Kate. As I said, up to 10 million Americans have lymphedema. This includes up to 30% of all breast cancer survivors and 15% of those with many other cancers. And then there are hundreds of thousands born with genetic or hereditary lymphedema. And yet, besides LE&RN's spokesperson Kathy Bates, the celebrity world has been silent about the disease, except for Wendy Williams, global personality, talk show host, and person who lives with lymphedema. Thank you, Wendy, for being here. As lymphedema remains out of the news, Wendy routinely raises the profile of lymphedema on her hit television show. She's invited both Kathy Bates and Bill Rapici to join her program. She regularly draws attention to her lymphedema and how it affects her life. Rather than fear it unflattering, she has shown the world images of herself laying on her couch with a pneumatic pump wrapped around her leg to treat her lymphedema. And she is now a member of LE&RN's honorary board. And when LE&RN speaks, we reach those who already know about lymphedema. But when Wendy Williams speaks, she reaches the masses and educates them about this disease. With gratitude for her courage and her outspoken nature, we honor Wendy Williams with LE&RN's Awareness Award. Congratulations, Wendy.
I want to thank the Lymphatic Education and Research Network for this award. The Awareness Award is really something to me. When I first got lymphedema, I had no idea what was going on. I had swelling of my feet, then all of a sudden my ankles were swelling. All of a sudden I needed to keep my shoelaces untied, and there was some numbness. And before you know it, it just kind of spiraled out of control. And even my doctors, like my regular doctors, and they're very smart people, they were very unaware of what lymphedema is. They would tell me, take a water pill, or, no salt, or, lay down, put your feet up, get massages. It wasn't getting better. It was getting worse, visually speaking. The deep lines in my feet. And now, I mean, I've gone up 2 shoe sizes just to accommodate lymphedema. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. It's weird, when people like, wow, and then they look down and they're like, ew, my feet are a little grayish, They're not pretty feet. I don't even get a manicure or a pedicure. I go to a podiatrist to cut my toenails so that they don't bleed. There's certain things, once I found the correct doctor, then through his guidance, he let me know about, if you get an infection, this is what could happen. If you start to bleed down there, this is what could happen. So thank you. And I'm glad to be a part of spreading awareness about something about lymphedema that nobody knows, but plenty of people are walking around with it. Did I say thank you? You can't say it too many times. Thank you again.
Hi, my name is Zachary Berger, and I have lymphatic malformation. Zach's Attack Forward Care supports the global virtual lymph walk.
My team and I here at the Lymphedema and Lymphedema Center are honored to support LE&RN and their wonderful advocacy efforts. Keep up the good work.
We walked our lymphedema 5K! Woo!
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And one day there'll be a cure. So on behalf of the entire LE&RN family, thank you for joining us today, running and walking for LE&RN, spreading awareness, and most importantly, raising funds that lead us closer to a cure. I want to thank our sponsors for this event, who are crucial to our success. Our thanks to you.